Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of Confluence State today. I'm Temitope Fagbemi. One of the rare qualities of a leader is the ability to make impact and give direction. And if the activities and actions of this leader inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and even become more, that means such an individual is indeed a great leader. These are some of the attributes the good people of Kogi State have found in Governor Yaya Bello as he continues to steer the leadership of the state in the right direction. We'll be looking at some of these rare qualities and the activities of the state government on this edition of the program, and I promise you it's going to be an interesting time. First, the highlights of what to expect on the show. Kogi State Government asked Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, to come out clean. Winners of the GYB essay competition for political and crime editors received cash rewards. All Progressives Congress in Kogi State holds Peaceful State Congress, affirms appointment of state executives. And it's thumbs up for Governor Yaya Bello as group of persons living with disabilities commend him over inclusion. Let's start off the show. If there is anything that the Kogi State government will not allow anyone to do and go scot-free, it is for such person or organization to smear its image or bring the current administration in the state to disrepute.
The true picture of the plot to discredit the laudable strides of Governor Yahaya Bello's government in Kogi State through a purported 19 billion naira bailout fund allegedly stashed in a Sterling bank account is gradually getting clearer after the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) hurriedly withdrew its case against the state government at the Federal High Court. But the Kogi State government will not allow the matter to be swept under the carpet after the huge embarrassment it suffered. They want the anti-graft agency to come out clean, first by apologizing for its unprofessional conduct and then explaining to Nigerians where a part of the said money was found.
Once again, we are vindicated. And even when we show the whole world that we've used that bailout to pay salaries, pensions, do projects, they still want to believe the hired guns that said we fixed 19.3 billion in one account. But today, EFCC surprisingly and in an unprecedented manner rushed to the court to say we are no longer interested in this case. So they've withdrawn the case from court. We want to make it clear that withdrawing the case is not enough. We are calling on them to apologize to the government and good people of Kogi State for the embarrassment they've done our state.
Before the withdrawal of the suit, the state government had vehemently denied all the allegations and provided documents from the bank to prove its innocence. It describes the conduct of the commission as unprofessional and unethical.
This is a bad job, and this is a very bad publicity for the EFCC. They rush to court to use blatant lies, falsehood given to them without due diligence of ensuring that they even check the bank records. Bank records will not lie, they are there.
But Governor Yahaya Bello is not deterred by the tantrums of his detractors. Rather, he wants the truth of the matter revealed to the people of Kogi State and indeed Nigerians.
None of our account was frozen or embargo placed on any of our account by EFCC at all. I think it's just a misrepresentation of facts, or is a joke taken too far. From bank account to statement of accounts to payroll. All of the documents are all out there. That is transparency. I think I challenge Nigerians to challenge all of us governors to publish that same particular bailout fund utilization. EFCC should not be seen to be on voyage of no discovery. And I continue to urge him, that is Bauer, to continue to do the very wonderful job he has started. He shouldn't allow anybody to use him for whatever reason. And I don't think he will allow anybody to use him for political vendetta.
The matter will not die soon, as the state government is still asking questions. They want Nigerians to further ask the EFCC whether a commercial bank could simply undertake to transfer a customer's money from the customer's account without the order of any court mandating such transfer or a forfeiture. They also believe Nigerians deserve to know what becomes of the criminal allegation that the EFCC made when it informed the Federal High Court that a sum of 666 million naira out of the 20 billion naira bailout loan had been dissipated, and that same was being traced. The Kogi state government says Nigerians would also want to know if charges have been preferred against the custodian of the said funds, or if the EFCC has also abandoned the chase. They say Nigerians deserve to know the truth. With a clean slate and proven evidence, the state government has been vindicated, but it is waiting patiently for the EFCC to respond to its demands to set the record straight in the interest of the good people of Kogi and the unquestionable integrity of Governor Yahaya Bello.
Indeed, unraveling the truth is always considered necessary, just as reporting the truth has been the hallmark of true journalism from time immemorial. That's why the GYB Annual Media Merit Awards have created the platform for political and crime editors to showcase their writing and analytical skills and their ability to report accurately. This year, the winners of the essay got very handsome rewards. Gathered in this hall are some of Nigeria's top journalists who supervise the political and crime beats for various news organizations in the country. They are here for the presentation of awards to the winners of the 2021 GYB Essay Competition for Political and Crime Editors.
I'm not proud of what they do.
The senior journalist had earlier gathered in the nation's capital, Abuja, in July for the annual GYB seminar, which is one of Governor Yahaya Bello's numerous initiatives to encourage quality reportage, professionalism, and media excellence.
This language thing will apply.
The team of 8 judges was led by Associate Professor of Journalism and Head Journalism Department, Lagos State University, Dr. Tunde Akoni.
To all of the segments, all of the major...
In order to uphold the integrity and fairness of the competition, organizers explained the criteria for selecting the winners based on the use of language, clarity of their writing, creativity, attention to details, grammar, and depth.
The panel of judges have all done their work, and their work was not done barely intuitively. Parameters were set up, so the assessment in its entirety was scientific.
Then the moment we've all been waiting for, the announcement of winners and the presentation of awards and cash prizes ranging from 500,000 naira to 2 million naira.
I proudly call the first runner-up, the latest millionaire in town, Mr. Emmanuel Oladosu of the nation.
The ultimate winner is Augustine Havuode.
To be the best, number one and nothing else. Lead me to my destiny.
Shall we all clap for the
The ultimate winner, Augustine.
Our vision. Now that he has won 2 million, we've been doing things jointly. 50% for him, 50% for me.
I present this to Mr. Emmanuel Oladesu, being represented here by Mama Ibeji Ibeta.
We are rewarding hard work, excellence, industry, brilliance.
Consolation prizes of 200,000 naira were also awarded to 5 other competitors who came 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th respectively.
The 6th position goes to Wale Elegbede. Wale is of New Telegraph.
The participants agree that the competition has contributed immensely towards the growth of the profession.
We really thank the Kogi State Government, Governor Yabelo, for this initiative, and we look forward to say it's an annual event, that next year, that something like this again will come up, and perhaps it will be like an institutional thing, and we hope also that other state governors or states will take a cue from what Governor Bello is doing and his cabinet.
They also praised the Kogi State Governor for being media friendly.
For the first time, we have a governor putting in place as a competition for editors covering political beat and crime beat. And here today, we are here to celebrate that governor and ourselves.
A pace-setter indeed, Governor Yahaya Bello has once again demonstrated his commitment to upholding press freedom and media development in Nigeria, and his message to the participants is relayed by the Secretary to the State Government, Dr. Mrs. Folashade Arike Ayuade.
These are editors that report political and crime issues, and he's so concerned about the way journalists report it, because the way you report an incident really has a lot to do with the response of the masses, of the people. And that is why we introduced the symposium. We had the first annual GYB symposium in Abuja, and also to encourage correspondents that are upcoming. And we decided that it will not be fair to just reward the correspondents alone. We decided to also reward the editors, and that's why we are here.
Permit me to say this is a very, very good thing that our able governor has started. And I want to say that it will be a good thing if others will emulate what our able governor has started.
But it wasn't all about the presentation of the awards alone. The guests and participants were also treated to the rich display of Nigeria's cultural diversity. Let's turn attention to politics. The All Progressives Congress in Kogi State has again demonstrated that its structure and unity can be emulated by other states across the country with the peaceful conduct of its Congress. The state governor, Alhaji Yahaya Bello, is also canvassing unity and peaceful coexistence among party members and Nigerians as a whole.
We call you Alhaji.
The Confluence Stadium in Lokoja is the venue of the party's Congress in Kogi State. Party leaders, loyalists and state executives all gather here for the big event designed to solidify and stabilize the existing leadership structure of the APC in the state. Unlike in other states across the country, the All Progressives Congress in Kogi State has enjoyed peaceful internal politics, and this is hinged on the purposeful leadership foundation laid by the youthful and vibrant governor of the state, Alhaji Yahaya Bello. Here at the Congress ground, the unfettered unity among members of the party is clearly demonstrated across all levels. The exchange pleasantries and crack jokes, which obviously show that indeed the APC in Kogi State is united and truly progressive. Without wasting time, the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Right Honorable Matthew Kolawole, moved the motion for the adoption and affirmation of all nominated delegates who had been acting in interim capacity as the duly elected state executives of the APC in Kogi State. His motion was seconded by Senator Issa Jibrin and followed by a voice vote.
As a delegate to this great Congress of APC Kogi State, I hereby move that all the nominated candidate that has passed through screening be adopted as our party leadership in Kogi State. I so move.
I rise to second the motion very ably moved by the Speaker, Kogi State of House of Assembly, that the names nominated here today be adopted as the names of executive members of Kogi State APC to run the affairs of Kogi State APC for the next 4 years. I so second.
For the performing governor of Kogi State, who is also dubbed the advocate of peace and unity in Nigeria, Alhaji Yahaya Bello, the peaceful conduct of the state congress is premised on the support and commitment of all members of the party in the state, and he encouraged them to maintain the status quo as it will in the end work to their advantage.
Those of you who could not make it back to the state executive, local government, what as the case may be, it is not as if you are not qualified. But in Kogi State, we respect leadership, we respect the party, we respect ourselves, we cooperate, we understand ourselves, we support each other. As a matter of fact, under the leadership of this same Abdullahi Bello and all the previous executive members from across board, we were able to deliver 100% of the State House of Assembly, the House of Representatives, the chairman and councillors, the governorship, the presidency, under the auspices of APC. That is the quality of leadership that we have in Kogi State. I want to assure those that couldn't make it that you will not be left behind.
It's resounding joy for the chairman of the APC and members of the state executive as they also reiterate the peaceful coexistence among members of the party in the state under the leadership of Governor Yahaya Bello.
Your Excellency, we will adopt the APC slogan, we will always do more. We will always do more. And to God be the glory.
One message that Governor Yahaya Bello would want everyone in the state to embrace, particularly members of the APC in other states, is the need to emulate the unity, peace and oneness that has been the hallmark of the party in Kogi State since he assumed office as governor.
Today, from Igala land to the Ogun land to Ibira land, we are one. We look at ourselves as brothers and sisters.
The APC in Kogi State is obviously headed in the right direction as the party continues to preach the message of peace and oneness while working in the interest of the masses and giving all the needed support to Governor Yahaya Bello, who they say is the promoter of peace, excellence, and the future of the Nigerian youth.
I recall that the Princess of Wales, the late Princess Diana, is always remembered for a famous saying that nothing brings her more happiness than trying to help the most vulnerable people in the society. Now, that exactly is one of the goals of Governor Yahaya Bello, and this essential part of his life has been acknowledged by a group of persons living with disability in Nigeria, and they are commending him for always having their plight at heart. Persons living with disability arriving for the one-day sensitization workshop in the nation's capital, Abuja, with the theme Persons with Disabilities, Politics, Power and Powerlessness. The workshop, organized by the Center for Ability Rehabilitation and Empowerment in collaboration with the Ray of Hope Foundation, also brought together top professionals and acclaimed disabilities advocates to discuss the plight of physically challenged persons in Nigeria.
We should have ministers, we should have governors, we should have commissioners.
They are not unaware of their peculiarities, and they are not allowing these challenges to deter them from making a difference in Nigeria, including the need for them to actively participate in politics and determine who emerges winner during the elections. For them, only candidates that support disability rights in Nigeria will get the backing of people living with disability, and they have identified these qualities in Governor Yahaya Bello, who they describe as a leader with unique qualities.
A few states have encouraged persons with disabilities to become permanent secretaries too. One state governor who towers above them, I am not in his party, but he is my friend. His name is the Kogi State Action Governor, His Excellency Governor Yahaya Bello. Please, a round of applause for him. Do you know one thing? He has appointed more persons with disabilities outside of disability matters, appointing them into offices, so you don't only see disabilities, you see the person working in other areas. I love him for that. See, anybody that supports disabilities, I don't care whether you are doing anything for another person, as long as you are supporting people with disabilities, for that singular reason, I tell you, I give him my support. It is only those who support us that will do what? That will support. I am not a member of the APC, but I thank the APC for one thing. During the mobilization of persons with disabilities, this same Governor Yahaya Bello led and made sure that people with disabilities were included in their political parties' structure. How many of you saw those adverts? It was beautifully done. Another round of applause for him. I'm singling him out for this. You see, when somebody does well for people with disabilities, please support. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Like Oliver Twist, the representatives of the group of persons living with disabilities want more, and they're asking other governors to emulate the humane gesture of Governor Yahaya Bello.
We are hereby calling on governments and political parties to help us mainstream persons with disabilities in the electoral processes, including INEC.
All the other governors in Nigeria, please emulate a governor like Yahaya Bello. Don't give us only SA and PAs and all that in disabilities. Appoint us into other respective offices where we can work and show you that we have capacity to deliver.
That's the show today. I hope you enjoyed every bit of it. Please keep a date with us next time for another interesting package. Till then, I'm Tim Mitokwe Fagbemi. It's bye for now.
Nigeria, north, south, east, and west, cannot live without one another. We are joined by blood across the length and breadth of Nigeria. We are one. Where do our sisters go? Where do our brothers go from here? Where do our friends go? Why do we kill each other so? Peace in our nation, all over. It's all we need. Peace in Nigeria, all over.
Nigeria is such a blessed nation. Beautiful people, great landscape. Please, let's keep it so. Let's love one another. God bless Nigeria.
We say no to